be comfortable to shoot out theories instead of putting real accountability on the table. But that's not his job. His job is to put real accountability pieces on the table. That's what we need from the FBI. That's what we need from the Justice Department. That's what we need from the White House in this moment.
So Tom, did the FBI director do that? Did he offer solutions?
No. No, I think, well, he did offer solutions. I think that he wasn't shooting for the hip. He's been talking about this. He's been holding meetings. He's talking to executives. He mentioned meeting with police officers in New York. These are street-level police officers who told him that they feel, and his quote was, they feel under siege because every time they get out of a police car and approach a couple of people on a street corner to engage in some conversation with him, immediately every single person pulls out their phone camera and starts filming. And in addition, the police are saying, and taunt the police into trying to overreact so that they can get it on a video and the video can go viral. And he's saying that the police officers are unhappy with that situation. They want to have a dialogue. They want to be able to do fair and professional police work without having this constant taunting and lack of cooperation that they have run into lately. And some police officers told him that their commanders are telling them, look, we don't want to see you on the next viral video, so don't engage, don't have these situations where that might happen.
And I hear what you're saying, and Rashad, you can address this, and I'm sure you're thinking the same thing I am, that camera video from South Carolina, where that officer grabbed the student and somebody recorded it, and you could argue that it was a good thing those kids had those cameras.
I've been doing this work for a number of years, and before we had this video, it was simply our word. We put out, action alerts and calls to action. We raised the voices of everyday people when incidents happened. And now that this video evidence, video after video, almost weekly of these incidents, that video of that young girl being thrown out of her desk and onto the floor, and still no accountability in so many of these situations. And the FBI director has an opportunity not just to stand up and say what we have to do in this moment of Black lives, but also what we have to do for the good police officers. How come we don't hear from the good police officers? How come we're not hearing from the FBI? We actually need real solutions, and we need honest dialogue and conversations and accountability, not shooting from the hip, not theories that are not supported by the fact. We put a lot of our tax dollars into the FBI. They keep a lot of data. And the FBI director stood in front of a group of police officers, police chiefs from around the country. Instead of talking about a path forward, he started shooting from the hip. I hope when the president speaks later today, that he does more, that he actually talks about what we can do forward. No, you actually did not mention any public policy, any policy moving forward. You talked about that he's having a lot of conversations. Well, for generations, people in Black communities have been having conversations. We need more than conversations. We need relief to the epidemic of police violence in our communities. That's what we need from the FBI chief. That's what we need from the Justice Department. And that's what we need from the White House.
All right, last word, Tom.
He offered the solutions. They just weren't covered. He did offer solutions, and he did propose, besides the dialogue and the discussions in the communities, an advanced system called NIBRS for creating a database of more information about all arrests, all data that's going on. That's an improvement over the many decades old uniform crime reports that the police publish, or police provide data to the FBI publishes. So he was offering solutions. He was laying the foundation for that there's a lack of dialogue now, there's a lack of cooperation on both sides, and that they need to get together and talk. But he offered beyond that, increased the information and databases and other things. So there were positive solutions. He wasn't just shooting from the hip.
All right, I got to leave it there. Thanks so much, Tom Fuentes, Rashad Robinson. I appreciate it.
Welcome.
Still to come in the newsroom, from dancing on Ellen to Saturday Night Live skits, will appearances like that pack the most political punch?
At MFS Investment Management, we believe active management can protect capital long term. Active management can tap global insights. Active management can take calculated risks. Active management can seek to outperform. Because active investment management isn't reactive, it's active. That's the power of active management.